Know about 12 secret things related to Shiva. I do not like Shiva's hater even in a dream. Lord Rama. Before Einstein, it was Shiva who said that imagination is more important than knowledge. As we imagine and think, so we become. Shiva developed many methods of meditation on this basis. Lord Shiva is the origin of all the religions of the world. The story of Shiva's philosophy and life is present in different forms in every religion of the world and their texts. At the beginning of the Varaha period, 15 to 20,000 years ago, when the gods and goddesses had stepped on the earth, then the earth was in the grip of Ice Age during that period. During this, Lord Shankar made Kailash, the center of the earth, his abode. Vishnu had made the sea and Brahma had made the bank of the river his place. Puranas say that just below the mountain where Shiva is seated is the Hades, which is the place of Lord Vishnu. Across the atmosphere above the seat of Shiva is the place of heaven and then Brahmaji respectively, while there was nothing on earth. Everything happened with these three. According to scientists, Tibet is the oldest land on the earth and in ancient times there used to be sea around it. Then when the ocean was removed, other earth appeared and in this way gradually life also spread. First of all, Shiva tried to propagate life on earth, hence he is also called Adi Dev. Meaning of etc. Shiva is also called Adinath. Being Adinath, he also has a name Adish. The word order is derived from the word order. When Nath Sadhas meet each other, they say Adish. Apart from Shiva, Brahma and Vishnu did the work of origin and maintenance of life on the whole earth. All together made the earth habitable and increased the population of gods, demons, Gandharvas, Yakshas and humans here. Mahabharata period, it is believed that the gods lived on earth till the Mahabharata period. After Mahabharata, everyone went to their respective dhans. After the beginning of Kali Yuga, the deities remained only in the form of deities, so their deities are worshipped. First Shiva was Rudra of the Vedic period, and his other forms and philosophy of life found expansion in the Puranas. The Vedas are called Rudra, the Puranas call them Shankar and Mahesh. There was Shiva in the pre-Varaha period also. The story of Shiva of those times is different. Lord of the Devas, Mahadev, the competition of the gods with the demons used to go on. In such a situation, whenever there was a severe crisis on the gods, they all used to go to Devadhidev Mahadev. Gods including demons also challenged Shiva many times, but all of them were defeated and bowed down before Shiva. That's why Shiva is the god of gods, Mahadev. He is also the beloved lord of demons and ghosts. Number 1. Why did Shiva kill the giant human? Brahma made giant humans. In 2007, the National Geography team has found 20 to 22 feet human skeletons in India and elsewhere. Some people consider the skeleton found in India to be the skeleton of Bhima's son Ghatotkacha and some people of Bakasura. According to Hindu religion, there used to be such giant human beings in Satyuga. Later their species got destroyed in Treta Yuga. According to the Puranas, the caste of Daityas, demons, Rakshasas and Asuras existed in India, which used to be so huge. An inscription has also been found with this skeleton found in India. This is an inscription in the Brahmi script of that period. It is written in it that Brahma had created human beings of a special shape to establish peace among human beings. Humans of special shape were created only once. These people were very powerful and could uproot even a tree with their arms. But these people started misusing their power and after fighting among themselves started challenging the gods. In the end, Lord Shankar killed everyone, and after that such people were not created again. Number 2. On the next page, Shiva had these three special weapons. Shiva's bow Pinaka, the clouds used to burst and the mountains started moving because of the bow which Shiva had made. It was as if an earthquake had occurred. This bow was very powerful. With this one arrow all the three cities of Tripurasur were destroyed. The name of this bow was Pinaka. After the end of the time of the gods and goddesses, this bow was handed over to Devarit. It is noteworthy that Lord Shankar became very angry because of not giving part of the yajna to Shiva in King Daksha's yajna, and he decided to destroy all the deities with his Pinaka bow. The atmosphere of the earth became terrible due to a single tank. With great difficulty his anger was pacified, then he gave this bow to the gods. The gods gave it to Devarit, the ancestor of King Janak. Among the ancestors of King Janak was Nimi's eldest son Devarit. Shiva Dhanush was safe with King Janak as his heritage. This bow was made by Lord Shankar himself with his own hands. No one was able to lift this huge bow of his. But Lord Rama picked it up and climbed it and broke it in a jiffy. Shiva's chakra, the wheel, was considered the smallest but the most infallible weapon. All the deities had their different chakras. They all had different names. Shankar's chakra was known as Bhavarendu, Vishnu's chakra was known as Kanta chakra, and Devi's chakra was known as Mrityu. The name of Sudarshan Chakra is inextricably linked with the name of Lord Krishna. Very few people know that Sudarshan Chakra was created by Lord Shankar. According to ancient and authentic scriptures, it was built by Lord Shankar. After construction, Lord Shiva handed it over to Sri Vishnu. When needed, Sri Vishnu gave it to Goddess Parvati. Parvati gave it to Parashurama, and Lord Krishna got the Sudarshan Chakra from Parashurama. Trishul. In this way, Lord Shiva had many weapons, but he handed over all his weapons to the deities. He had only one trident. It was a very accurate and deadly weapon. Trishul is an indicator of destruction of three types of sufferings: daily, divine and physical. There are three types of energies in it: Sat, Raja and Tama. Protons, neutrons and electrons. Apart from this, Pashupatastra is also a weapon of Shiva. Number 3. Know the name of the snake around Shiva's neck on the next page. Shiva's servant Vasuki. Shiva had a close attachment to the Nagavanshas. All the people of the Naga clan lived in the Himalayas, the region of Shiva. Anantnag of Kashmir was the stronghold of these Nagvanshas. All the people of Nakul followed Shaivism. In the beginning of the Nagas there were 5 clans. Their names are as follows: Sheshnag, Infinite, Vasuki, Takshik, Pingala and Karkotika. These are the subjects of research, whether these people were snakes or human, or half snake and half human. Although all these are placed in the category of gods, then surely they will not be human beings. In the Naga genealogies, Sheshnag is considered to be the first king of the serpents. Sheshnag is also known by the name Anant. He was the servant of Lord Vishnu. Similarly, Shesh was later followed by Vasuki, who became the servant of Shiva. Then Takshik and Pingala took over the kingdom. Vasuki had a kingdom near Mount Kailash, and it is believed that Takshik had established Takshashila and had run the Takshik clan in his name. The stories of the above 5 are found in the Puranas. After them, there were descendants of serpents by the names of Karkotika, Airavat, Dhritarashtra, Anata, Ahi, Manibhadra, Alipatra, Kambal, Anshta, Dhananjay, Kalia, Sonfyu, Daudya, Kali, Takto, Blumal, Fahal, Kana etc. They had their kingdom in different areas. Number 4. On the next page, know in what name the nectar of Amarnath has preserved. Amarnath's nectar words, the knowledge that Shiva gave to his consort Parvati for salvation in the cave of Amarnath. Today many branches of that knowledge have taken place. He is included in the basic sutras of Jnana, Yoga and Tantra. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra is a treatise in which there is a compilation of 112 meditation sutras told by Lord Shiva to Parvati. Amarnath's nectar verses, the knowledge given by Shiva to Mother Parvati was very esoteric, serious and full of mystery. Today there are many branches of that knowledge. He is included in the basic sutras of Jnana, Yoga and Tantra. Vigyan Bhairav Tantra is a treatise in which there is a compilation of 112 meditation sutras told by Lord Shiva to Parvati. His entire education and initiation is contained in the Vigyan Bhairav Tantra and Shiva Samhita of Lord Shiva, the originator of yoga. His teachings have been expanded in many texts of Tantra. The yoga of Lord Shiva is called Tantra or Vama Yoga. One branch of this is that of Hatha Yoga. Lord Shiva says, Vama Marga, Paramagano Yogitam Pyagamyut, means the Vam Marg is extremely deep and is inaccessible even to yogis. Merutantra. Number 5. To whom did Shiva first give his knowledge on the next page? Disciple of Shiva. Shiva is the Guru of the world. According to the belief, he first gave his knowledge to the 7 sages. The 7 sages took knowledge from Shiva and spread it in different directions and spread Shaivism, yoga and knowledge in every corner of the world. These 7 sages did not leave any person who was not taught the knowledge of Shiva, karma, tradition etc. Today its glimpse will be seen in all religions. Parashurama and Ravana were also disciples of Shiva. It was Shiva who started the Guru and disciple tradition, due to which even today the same tradition is being followed in all the saints like Nath, Shiv, Shakta etc. Adi Guru Shankaracharya and Guru Gorakhnath carried this tradition further. Sapta Rishi is the original disciple of Shiva. Lord Shiva is the first yogi and he has the deepest understanding of human nature. He chose 7 sages to expand his knowledge and gave them knowledge of different aspects of yoga, which became the 7 basic aspects of yoga. Over time, hundreds of branches emerged from these 7 forms. Seeing the complexity of yoga later, Patanjali consolidated the entire science of yoga in only 200 sutras in 300 BC. The 8th limb of yoga is moksha. 7 limbs are there to reach that salvation. Number 6. Know the names of the Ganas of Shiva on the next page. Shiva Gana, for the protection of Lord Shiva and to obey his orders, his Gana is always ready. Bhairav is considered to be the most prominent among his Ganas. After that, Nandi's number would come and then Veerbhadra. Wherever a Shiva temple is established, the idol of Bhairavji as a protector Kotwal is also installed there. There are two Bhairav, Kal Bhairav and Batuk Bhairav. On the other hand, Veerbhadra was a brave clan of Shiva who beheaded Daksha Prajapati on the orders of Shiva. According to Dev Sanhita and Skanda Purana, Shiva created a Gana named Veerbhadra from his hair. In this way, these main clans were Bhairav, Veerbhadra, Manibhadra, Chandas, Nandi, Shringi, Brigirati, Shal, Gokarna, Ghantakarna, Jaya and Vijay. Apart from this, the demons and serpents, animals are also considered as the Gana of Shiva. All these Ganas roam the earth and the universe and keep good news for every human being, soul etc. Number 7. On the next page, the gatekeeper of Shiva. The gatekeepers of Shiva, during that period no deity or Daitya or demon could enter the area of Mount Kailash without the permission of the gatekeeper of Shiva. These gatekeepers were stationed in all directions. The names of these gatekeepers are Nandi, Skanda, Riti, Vrishabha, Ringi, Ganesh, Uma Maheshwar and Mahakal. It is noteworthy that Nandi, the Gan and gatekeeper of Shiva, composed the Kama Shastra. The Kama Sutra was written on the basis of Kama Shastra. Number 8. On the next page, no Shiv Panchayat. Shiv Panchayat, the decision of the Panchayat is considered final. When any important decision had to be taken between the fights between gods and demons etc. The decision of Shiva's Panchayat was final. The Panchayat of Shiva consisted of 5 deities. These 5 deities were 1. Surya 2. Ganapati 3. Devi 4. Rudra and 5. Vishnu. These are called Shiva Panchayats. Number 9. Counselor of Shiva on the next page. Shiva counselors, just as Jaya and Vijay are counselors of Vishnu, in the same way, Ban, Ravana, Chand, Nandi, Bringi etc. are counselors of Shiva. It is seen here that there is also Nandi and Bringi Gana, there is also a gatekeeper and also a counselor. Number 10. On the next page, the icon of Shiva. Shiva icon, from the forest dweller to the common man, which can be worshipped by all the common people, that stone lump pot is considered as the symbol of Shiva. Apart from this, Rudraksh and Trishul are also considered as the symbol of Shiva. Some people also consider Damru and Ardha Chandra as the symbol of Shiva. Although most of the people worship Shivling, i.e. the light of Shiva. Shiva has hair. Those hairs have a moon sign. He has a third eye on his head. He keeps a garland of snake and Rudraksh around his neck. He has a damru in one hand and a trident in the other. They keep applying ashes all over the body. They keep the lower part of their body wrapped with tiger skin. He rides a Vrishabha and sits meditating on Mount Kailash. It is believed that they rest in Kedarnath and Amarnath. Number 11. On the next page, Shiva had hid here after escaping from Bhasmasura. Shiva's cave. Shiva had given a boon to an Asura that whoever you put your hand on will be burnt to ashes. Due to this boon, the name of the demon became Bhasmasura. He first thought of burning Shiva. Lord Shankar fled from there to escape from Bhasmasura. Bhasmasura also started running after him. While running, Shiva stopped near a hill and then he made a cave in this hill with his trident and he again hid in the same cave. Later Vishnuji came and saved his life. The cave is believed to be located on the Trikuta Hills, 150 kilometers from Jammu. The mind becomes calm just by looking at these beautiful hills. Every day hundreds of Shiva devotees worship Shiva in this cave. Number 12. On the next page, Ram had fought with Shiva. Everyone knows that Rama's adorable god is Shiva, then how can Rama fight with Shiva? According to the parable in the Puranas, this war was fought during the Ashwamedha Yagya of Sri Ram. The horse of Yagya was being done in many states under the authority of Sri Ram. Meanwhile, the horse of Yagya reached Devpur, where King Viramani's kingdom was. Viramani did penance to Lord Shankar and asked him for a boon to protect him and his entire kingdom. Being protected by Mahadev, no one dared to attack his kingdom. When the horse of Yagya reached their kingdom, King Viramani's son Rukmanga took him captive. In such a situation, there was bound to be a war between Ayodhya and Devpur. Knowing his devotee in trouble, Mahadev sent all his Ganas including Nandi, Bringi under the leadership of Veerbhadra. On one side was the army of Rama and on the other hand was the army of Shiva. Veerbhadra cut off the head of the Pushkal of Rama's army with a trident. On the other hand, Bringi etc. also took Rama's brother Shatrughan captive. Later, when Hanuman also started getting defeated by Nandi's Shivastra, then everyone remembered Rama. Hearing the call of his devotees, Sri Ram immediately came there with Lakshmana and Bharat. Sri Ram first freed Shatrughan and on the other hand Lakshmana freed Hanuman. Then Sri Ram along with the whole army attacked the Shiva Ganas. When Nandi and other Shiva's Ganas began to be defeated, Mahadev saw that his army was in great trouble, so he himself appeared in the battlefield. Then a war broke out between Sri Ram and Shiva. After a fierce battle, in the end, Sri Ram took out the Pashupatastra and said to Shiva, "O Lord, you have given me this boon that no one can live in Trilok without being defeated by this weapon given by you. Therefore, O Mahadev, your only order and I wish to use it on you only." That weapon directly entered the heart of Mahadev and Lord Rudra was satisfied with it. He happily told Sri Ram that you have satisfied me in the war, so ask for whatever boon you want. On this Sri Ram said that, "O Lord, here innumerable warriors including Pushkal son of my brother Bharat have attained Veergati, please donate life to them." Mahadev said that Athastu. After this, on the orders of Shiva, King Veeramani returned the horse of Yagya to Sri Ram and Sri Ram also handed over his kingdom to Veeramani and went towards Ayodhya with Shatrughan. Know how Shiva was born in the end. The birth of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva is a mystery. The stories of the birth of all three are different in Vedas and Puranas, but how much truth is there in the Puranic stories of their birth and how true are the stories written in the Vedas of their birth, there is a need for a researched view. It is to be noted here that God is unborn. There are many stories about the birth of Lord Shiva and Vishnu in different Puranas. According to Shiva Purana, Lord Shiva is considered to be Swayambhu, while according to Vishnu Purana, Lord Vishnu is Swayambhu. According to Shiva Purana, Lord Vishnu was born once when Lord Shiva was rubbing nectar on his ankle, while according to Vishnu Purana, Brahma was born from the lotus navel of Lord Vishnu, while Shiva is said to have originated from the brilliance of Lord Vishnu's forehead. According to Vishnu Purana, Shiva always stays in Yogamudra because of the brilliance of the forehead. Everyone wants to know the story of Shiva's birth. According to Srimad Bhagavad, once when Lord Vishnu and Brahma, overwhelmed by arrogance, were fighting claiming themselves to be superior, then Lord Shiva appeared from a burning pillar whose neither end nor Brahma could understand. Child form of Shiva, on next page. If one has a childhood, then surely there will be a birth as well as an end. The description of the child form of Shiva is found in Vishnu Purana. According to this, Brahma needed a child. He did penance for this. Then suddenly the child Shiva appeared in her lap crying. When Brahma asked the child the reason for crying, he innocently replied that his name is not Brahma, so he is crying. Then Brahma named Shiva as Rudra, which means weeper. Shiva did not remain silent even then, so Brahma gave him another name, but Shiva did not like the name and still he did not remain silent. In this way, to silence Shiva, Brahma gave 8 names and Shiva was known by 8 names: Rudra, Sharva, Bhava, Ugra, Bhima, Pashupati, Ishan and Mahadev. According to Shiva Purana, these names were written on earth.